morning. It truly is morning. All right. Nathaniel?
Today is Friday, September 17th?
Nope, that was yesterday.
18th, and we're going to be reading Isaiah 26, 27, 28.
46. 47 and 48. All right. It is Friday. How do you feel about that, Gabriel? Friday. You get to sleep in tomorrow. Yes? Joshua, how do you like kindergarten? It's quite a bit waking up early. All right. Let's go ahead and start reading. Yes.
46. The overthrow of Babylon. The gods of Babylon, Bel and Nebo, are bowed down and lowered to the ground. They haul away on ox carts their wobbly idols. They both stoop and bow down, and they are powerless to rescue their own images. There they go, carried off into captivity. Listen to me, O Jacob's tribe, all the remnant of Israel. You never had to carry me, but I have carried you from birth. I supported you from the moment you left the womb. Even as you grow older and your hair grows gray, I'll keep carrying you. I am your maker and your caregiver. I will carry you and be your savior. To whom can you compare me, the incomparable God? Have you found someone else like me? The wealthy pour out their gold, weigh out their silver in the scales, and hire a goldsmith who crafts it into a god. Then they bow down before it to worship it. They lift it up to their shoulders and have to carry it. They set it on a stand, and there it sits, unable to move from its place. When someone cries out to it, it never answers, nor saves anyone from trouble. Keep this in mind and don't forget it. Take this to heart, you rebels. Remember the miracles of long ago. Acknowledge that I am God and that there is no other. I am God and there is none like me. I declare from the beginning how it will end, and foretell from the start what has not yet happened. I decree that my purpose will stand, and I will fulfill my every plan. I called that bird of prey Cyrus, swooping in from the east. From the distant land he came, the man of my purpose. I have spoken, and yes, I will bring it to pass. I have formed my plan, and yes, I will do it. Listen to me, you stubborn ones who are far from righteousness. I am bringing my righteousness closer to you. It is not far off. My deliverance will not be delayed, for I will set my salvation in Zion for Israel, my glory. Chapter 47. An ode to the fall of Babylon. Get down from your throne and sit in the dust, O Miss Babylon. Sit on the ground where you belong, not on the throne, O Miss Chaldea, for you will never be described again as delicate and dainty. Take off your pretty veil. Take 2 millstones and grind grain. Lift your skirt, bare your legs, and wade through the rivers. Your humiliating nakedness will be uncovered, your shame exposed and seen by all. I will take vengeance and let no one intercede for you. We have a Redeemer. Yahweh is his name, the commander of angel armies, the Holy One of Israel. Sit silently and go away into the darkness, O Miss Chaldea, for you will no longer be called the mistress of kingdoms. I became angry with my people, so I wounded my special ones. I handed them over to you, and you took them captive. You showed them no mercy. You even made the elderly suffer under your heavy yoke. You thought I would be the mistress of regions forever, for you never considered what you were doing, or reflected on how all this would end. So now listen to this, you pampered lover of pleasure, who sits smug and secure and says in her heart, I am, and there is no one like me. I will never have to live as a widow, or suffer the loss of my children. Suddenly both of these losses will overtake you one day, for you will lose your husband and your children. Despite your many magic spells and your powerful sorceries, you will be overwhelmed by these tragedies in full measure. You felt so smug and secure in your wickedness. You thought, no one sees me. Your idea of wisdom and self-professed knowledge has led you astray, saying in your heart, I am, there is none like me. An avalanche of evil will come upon you that no magic spell will be able to avert. A great disaster is about to fall upon you, and you will not be able to ward off. Total devastation will strike you suddenly. It will happen so swiftly you won't even see it coming. So go ahead, keep trusting in your sorceries and witchcraft you've practiced since your youth. Perhaps you might succeed. Perhaps you'll scare away your impending doom. You must be fatigued with so much counsel. Let the stargazers and astrologers take their stand. See if they can help you now. Let them make their monthly predictions. Maybe you can reveal what is about to come upon you. Look at them. They're nothing but straw for the consuming fire. They can't even rescue themselves from the power of the flame. And this is not some cozy fire that you sit beside to keep yourself warm. These traitors with whom you have dealt since your youth will do nothing but disappoint you. Each one has wandered off to his own way. There is no one left to rescue you. Chapter 48, our all-knowing God. Listen carefully, O Jacob's tribes, you who are called by the name Israel, and come from the lineage of Judah, who solemnly swear in the name of Yahweh, and claim to worship the God of Israel. But there is no truth or righteousness in your confession. Indeed, you name yourselves after the holy city, and say that you depend upon Israel's God. Yahweh, the commander of angel armies, is his name. Long ago I prophesied things that would happen. I issued decrees that made them known. Then suddenly I acted and made them happen. I knew you were stubborn. Your neck is like a rod of iron, and you're as hard-hearted as brass. Long ago I told you these things. Long before they happened, I proclaimed them. So you would never be able to say, my idols did this. My wood and metal idols decreed it. You have heard what I foretold and have seen it all unfold. So admit that it happened and I was right. From now on I will tell you about new things never seen before. Hidden things, well guarded, secrets you know nothing about. They are created now, brand new today, not long ago. You've never heard of them before now. So you cannot say, oh, I already knew about this or about that. You have never heard or understood. Your ear had not been opened beforehand. Though I knew you would fight against me as a rebel from birth, yet for the sake of my great name and for my glory, I held back my anger and was patient with you. So I did not whittle you down to nothing. See, I have purified you in the furnace of adversity, but not like silver I have refined you in the fire. For my own sake I will do it, so my name will not be dishonored. I will not yield my glory to another. Consider God's might. Listen to me, O Jacob, Israel, whom I have called. I am the one and only, the first and the last. With my mighty hand I laid the foundation of the earth. With the span of my right hand I spread out the cosmos, and when I speak to them, they both stand at attention. Now all of you gather around and listen. Which of the gods has foretold these things? I, Yahweh, love this man, and he will carry out my purpose against Babylon. He will be my arm of might against the Babylonians. I am the one, yes, I am the one who called him by name before he was born. I have led him forward on a prosperous, successful path. Come together and walk with me. Draw near to me and listen. From the beginning I have not spoken in secret. From beginning of time I was there. And now Lord Yahweh has sent me, empowered by his Spirit. This is what Yahweh, your kinsman, redeemer, the Holy One of Israel says. I am Yahweh, your God. I am the one who teaches you how to succeed and who leads you step by step in the way you should go. If only you had listened to my commands, then peace would have flowed like a river for you, and success would wash over you like waves of the sea. Your children would have multiplied to become like the sand of the seashore, and your descendants like grains of sand. There would be no end of them, and I would not cut them off. Go, leave Babylon, flee from Chaldea. Announce it with your joyous singing. Let everyone know. Proclaim it to the ends of the earth. Say it loud and clear. Yahweh has rescued his servant Jacob. The people weren't thirsty when he led them through barren, desolate deserts, for he broke open the rock for water to flow for them. The rock was split open, and rivers gushed out. There is never peace, Yahweh says, for the wicked. And that is Isaiah 46 through 48.
All right. Joshua. Hey, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.
Video, please leave a like or a comment. Bye.
Bye.